Hi, it's Sarah and happy Friday. And this is the first in my, I don't know, I kind of called them weekly newscasts. It's basically where I just am going to go through the things that caught my attention this week. I feel like I should have some sort of news music or something. Yeah, no, that's Hannah Barbara or something. Anyway, so there's 4 things that have really caught my attention this week. I am actually writing posts on 3 of them, so you'll get to hear my thoughts about them much more. But I wanted to share them with you here and get your thoughts and see what you think. So firstly, there's been a girls' school in Wimbledon is talking about how it doesn't like girls' role models, and it's trying to change girls liking or citing, should I say, Kim Kardashian as their role model, and they think they should cite people like Cleopatra and things like that. Now, in theory, I get this, I mean, most of us wouldn't want our daughter to look up to Kim Kardashian. However, here is my challenge. I do think we have to meet young people where they are, not where we want them to be. And this is what I see adults doing all of the time, that they preach to young people about where they should be, rather than talking to them where they are. So we can preach at young people all we want about the fact that they shouldn't be idolising social media stars, but that is our opinion. And it is not going to change them or have any real impact at all. And what we should be doing is figuring out, why do you love these stars so much? What is it about them? What are their values? What does that say about you? So the whole reason this has irritated me is I'm sick of us, telling young people they should meet us where we are rather than us going to where they are. So that's the first thing. The second is some research has come out about Freshers Week. I'm actually talking to a headmaster about this at the moment, seeing if there's something we can do in the media about it. Basically saying that students think Freshers Week is a waste of time and money, or some students, should I say. Now, I know for some students, Freshers Week is a real challenge, and a lot of students aren't party animals. If you're an introvert, you don't like alcohol, Freshers Week can be challenging. But a lot of universities know this, and they put on lots and lots of different Freshers activities. What I read into the research that I saw, and there was a little piece of it where young people were saying how they felt it was difficult to say no to alcohol. And that got me thinking, well, if you think it's difficult to say no to alcohol, then are you actually ready to leave home and go to university? And what this whole article and report stinks to me of, and I'm saying that because I am the one dealing with, working with these university students a lot, is how as overprotective parents and the overprotecting parenting kind of phase that we seem to be in means that when our children feel slightly uncomfortable, they want to run away. So do they think Freshers Week is a waste of time and money, or is it that it's so uncomfortable for them and they don't like that uncomfortable feeling that they just want uni to start earlier? So I've written a huge piece on that, because actually I think that the research is sort of missing the point. And actually underneath it, when I read it, there's this huge kind of, overprotection thing going on. But you read it and see what you think. Great to see today that there was some research that's come out on the teenage brain and how the teenage brain changes. I'm going to put the links here for you. I have spoken about this time balloon in my face, and for possibly nigh on 14 years, I think. And I did do a video this week where I talked about what I spoke about at a speaking gig. So you can see that and see my thoughts on it. Obviously, I'm not a neuroscientist and I've made it very, very basic, but it makes sense when you read it. So I'm glad to see that that's hitting the mainstream media. Now, there's a huge article I'm working on at the moment with a feminist that I look up to, and a lady who I know that champions child abuse and was actually abused as a child herself. Now, we all saw something on This Morning that absolutely appalled us. There's a video been going around about Facebook. I think it's doing its second round now. And it's about a girl who was mean to a cancer patient or someone who had cancer in her school. And her mother sort of pins her down and shaves her head. It's horrific, whichever way you look at it. I mean, what she did was unexcusable, but how the parent has reacted is just horrific. And I sort of refused to watch it or refused to share it. And in fact, I'm not even going to share the video here because I just can't condone sharing what I feel is child abuse. But what this morning did was show this video in conjunction with a piece about disciplining your obnoxious child. And this has infuriated me. So you show a video of child abuse, clearly child abuse. If I'd have seen that in the police, I would have arrested the parent there and then, and link it into a piece about disciplining even obnoxious children. I mean, just appalling. So I'm writing a huge piece on that about, when did discipline become child abuse? And what's so worse about it is if you start to read the comments is how many people agree with the punishment that this child got. It just leaves me absolutely cold and infuriated. So I'm going to put all the links to these below, not the links to the things you can see. I'm not going to put the link to the this morning one because I just don't want you to watch that video. It's just awful. And when I get all these articles out, I will also send you the links to that so you can see it. But I would love your thoughts. These are the things that have been on my mind this week. Yeah. Really, I've really had my rant on this week, is all I can say. In terms of the work I've done this week, it's been pretty exciting. I went to watch Loose Women on Monday, which was just great. And there's some awesome stuff coming out of that, which I stum on. Can't talk to you about that. It's been one of those weeks where I've been busy beavering away more than working with young people. So not got a lot to share with you on that front. But yeah, I've certainly feeling fired up to write some pretty meaty articles here. So let me know how your week went. If you have any questions about teenagers, about young people, about parenting that you would like me to answer, then please do ask them. I want this to become a really sort of interactive experience. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.